Rex here, welcome back to the channel Rex Tactics. Today I'll be driving the 6V17 Grain Oil Terminal to Colnbrook Logistics freight service. Today's service will start from Acton mainline and will be going as far as West Drayton on the Great Western Express route. If you enjoyed today's video, please leave a like and subscribe. It's free, doesn't cost you anything, but it means a lot to the channel. Also, comment down below if you like freight runs on Train Sim World. So, let's get into it. Alright, so we are back in the Class 66. It's been a while since I've done a video like this. Let's turn on the DSD and the automatic warning system and the train protection warning system. We'll sit in the seat and we'll put the reverser handle in. Acknowledge that. Then we want to go up here. Make sure everything is on as it should be. We'll turn on the instrument lights and we'll turn headlights to day running. We've just been given the thing for West Drayton. We haven't got the signal yet. Put that into forward. Actually, no, we'll put that into neutral till we get the signal. And we'll just keep the brakes on. During this time, we can set up our camera angles. Here we are with Cargo Line Volume 1 Petroleum. You can see a network turbo just went past there. Off it goes, that's what we're waiting for. Lovely stuff. As we look around Acton, we've got a few J&A wagons over there. Got a few of these DB Schenker wagons. These are HKAs. Got a few more J&As around here. A few more sheds in the background. A siren. HOA wagons. You know, Acton's quite busy, to be fair. So yeah, we're doing well. If you want to get these wagons, you must purchase the Cargo Volume 1 pack. Petroleum. It is really good. You get these in all different colours, not just red. You get them in green and blue. And it's really, really good. Also, you get this to go with it as well. Another shed. Why not? Staplement of British Rail Freight. And we are 66135. So it's optional, but you can turn banking com on. Obviously, if you didn't know that was a feature, there you go. Additionally, you have all this you can mess with as well, but I usually don't touch. Okay, so we've got an R on there on the indicator and a single amber signal. So we're just going to release the brakes, put us into forward, and we're just going to nudge the loco gently forward. Because we are carrying petroleum, we need to have throttle 1 so that the 66 can carry. Slow movement helps push the train forward. May require a bit of throttle 2. If not, don't panic. If it doesn't move, just bring that down again. And you can just go with a bit of throttle 1 again. Always check that that is released as well. And there we go. We are slowly but surely moving as soon as I release that. Give you a bit of tone. Strong one from the shed there. We're just passing signal SM197. Heading out of Acton Yard. Our next signal is projected to be red. That could change by the time we get there, but we're not expecting it to, so we're just going to come carefully out. If I did remember, you should be able to see an edited picture of today's weather that I've put in for custom weather. That should be shown on your screen now. I've started to do that recently. Let me know what you think. Anyways, There is our red signal, just in the distance over there. And our location is West Drayton Goods Loop. Obviously this train will then continue off map, but that is as far as we're going today. Obviously, for anybody wondering, this is set before the Great Western Express remaster. So the remaster has not come yet. We are still waiting for that. Likewise, we can stick with this version of the Great Western Express for now. So as you can tell on our distance meter on the top right hand side of the corner, we are given an amber signal and what looks to be another one coming up. Yes, there is another amber signal coming up. So we have been stepped up to a double amber. Once that is in view, we can lift off with speed. We do have a 30 speed limit restriction at the moment, and we do have to wait for all wagons to come out of Acton Yard. At the moment, not all of them have come out, so we just have to be patient with this freight train. That's why it takes a while. We may also be crossing lines as well, because that's a 70 for that way, so that might be just happening now. Let's see. Yeah, we're crossing lines. And another network turbo just went past us. Probably bound for straight to Reading. Might stop at Slough, but it might not. Just depends on the service and where it's heading to. Normally if it's an Oxford service, they do stop at Slough, but it's on select services, not all of them. Okay, so we're not going onto the fast line. That is what I expected. We are staying on the slow line. The double ambers are now visible. So let's bring up our speed. Obviously, if you want to, you can put on tail lights so that they are visible when you use that camera angle. As you can see right there, they've turned on. Not bad. Obviously, because we have our safeties on, as soon as we go over this here, which is our AWS magnet, it'll let us know what our signal is. And that's a cautionary procedure. Now, because it's a double amber signal, we are right to go at this speed, because obviously we've got to take precautions. You can see on the distance meter on the top right hand side of the corner that there is a red in that very distance, and it might not change when we get there. Should always assume after a single amber there is going to be a red. Approach control signals are a different kettle of fish, but you still want to stop for them. Just in case, because 9 times out of 10 your approach control signal can change to green, but there is always that one time where it might not. Obviously, I will not claim myself as an expert, because I'm not. I don't drive trains in real life. There's our single amber. But if you was to drive a train in real life, always stop for the reds. Right, so our red signal is in view. You can go ahead and apply some brake. Not too much, because the brakes on these sheds are really good. Plus we've got wagons on containers behind us as well. If we brake too fast, the wagons will shove this loco forward. And that is the last thing we need. So currently we are passing through West Ealing. The service is currently sat there and is going to become an AI train in about a minute or so. Once that train then goes up to... well, where's it going actually? Once that train goes up to Greenford, we can then continue. Not before then though. whilst we are just slowly cruising along, I say slowly cruising along, we're actually snailing along, can have a look at these wagons, you know, see the detail on them. You can tell they've been well used, not to be loose shunted as well. The wagons, the wheels are turning. I said wagon wheels in one sentence and it actually made sense. You know, we've got ladders. You can actually climb up them as well, which is interesting. Might need a demonstration from me a little bit later on, but for now, that is exactly what you can do. Obviously, there are... Oh, there's a car. I was just about to say, I heard a car go over the bridge. Where is the car? But yeah, you can see the roads and everything. Obviously, this is a very old route, so boundaries will be quite small and detail will be quite restricted, because obviously this was released when PS4 was still a thing and PS5 didn't exist yet. So, you know. But it's a lovely route. A green is visible. You can step up the speed a little bit. There is our confirmation of a green. Hear that noise and that disappears. You got a green. Sometimes the 66 does require a lot of power. Do not be worried about putting in a bit of speed like throttle 8. So, we'll just keep the throttle going. These wagons will take time to pull, but it'll be fine. Once we get up to like 30 miles an hour, we'll be fine. Honestly, we will be. We have no expected time arrival, we just had an expected departure time, so there we go. There we go, we're just letting the passengers know that this is a freight service passing on through. No need to worry. Essentially speaking, an announcement before we arrive would be, this train doesn't stop here, please stand behind the yellow lines. And they're all doing it, which is good. Obviously we got a tail light on the end. There's another network turbo from Great Western Railway. Lovely free car service. Is that stopping? Nah, I don't think so. Not the speed it's going. Let's have a look on the map. Did it go past? Yeah, it's going straight past. However, it might stop at Ealing Broadway. So, not too bad. Not too bad. Anything round here? I don't think there is, you know. No, there isn't. If you have Great Western Express right now, you may be able to see a few wagons dotted across the route. You know, a few that haven't got any sheds with them or that haven't really got anything to pull it. That's what we call static stock. It's normal on routes. And if you're free roaming, you can pull up to those static stocks, couple them, take them anywhere you like. Never seen a service bound to them, so there you go. Obviously, don't know what will change when the remaster comes. Maybe that static stock will still remain, who knows? But as far as I'm aware, they probably might, so... Lovely view, isn't it? Lovely stuff. Nothing round here. There usually isn't really. I think it's a bit further up. Obviously this route was set between 2016 and 2017, so this is when the electrification project started rolling out. You can see all the electrified wires up to, I think, is it Hayes and Harleton, and then after that, that's about it. Doesn't go any further than that. There we go, there's some random freight. That is cargo line volume freight, intermodal. If you want to see that, you need to get the intermodal freight spines. They're not bad price, to be fair. They are £9.49 each if you're on PlayStation. So it's a really good bargain, I'd say. Obviously, JNAs from Southeastern High Speed as well. You will need Southeastern High Speed for them to show. So there you go. Passing through South Hall now. South Hall does have a little bit of a yard as well, but there's nothing in it, so... Got a few things over there. We got a few JNAs. I think, are they HOAs as well? I'm thinking they might be. Yes, they are. And a few FK spines as well. Empty ones, but it's fine. That's usually what you'd see anyways. These are all empty. All three of them are. So those wagons are not in use. Oh, high-speed train. There we are. One thing I do like about this route is we've got high-speed trains on them, so it's quite good. Won't be long before we'll reach West Drayton. But before we can reach West Drayton, we've got to go through Hayes and Harleton. And Hayes and Harleton is where the Heathrow Express services, they branch off from the Great Western Express route. Obviously go off map to Heathrow. Got Dave on there. Someone really likes the name Dave, I guess. Some services can terminate in there as well. Obviously Heathrow Airport is not modelled on this route, so just thought I'd point that out. So, we now have to drop our power because we're at max speed. That is where the trains will then move off to Heathrow Airport. There's obviously that one there as well, which allows it. We're obviously going underneath those bridges in order to get to West Drayton Goods Loop. Okay, so as you can see on the distance meter, we have a 40 mph speed restriction coming up. So we need to slow down our shed for that. Usually doesn't require a lot of braking. It can be easily done with just a little bit of nudge on the brakes and you're good to go. Honestly though, I wouldn't like to go 40 into the sidings because as you can see there's a red at the end of those sidings, so I would at least want to take it at 20. Especially considering the fact that that is an amber signal and that is our indicators that is directing us onto the next track. So that one essentially. So there we are down for 40. We can cross over safely. I'm going to put in a bit more brake, obviously, because I said I want to enter in at 20 if I can. Entering this point at 30. And there we are down for 20. Obviously the speed through here isn't 20, it's 40, but this is a preference of mine. You can go through at 40, but you'd be risking a spot. So if you want to put in more power you can. Obviously I'm doing that now, but there we go. And we'll jump right round this corner and stop for that red. There's our final warning. We might stop before then because obviously, as I mentioned, the brakes are very good on this. So we might need just a little bit of power. Not too much, just enough to keep ourselves going. Obviously it does take a little bit of practice, but once you get the hang of it, you're doing good. And we'll just stop there. And that is it. And we got given a platinum medal at a total of 2,620 AP. See if we can beat this score. Anyways, that is going to be it for today's video. Thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. Please do comment down below what you thought. Subscribe if you haven't already. We are trying to hit 500 subscribers. Leave a like and I will see you all in the next video. But until then, see you all later.